Hi guys, welcome back to the What the Heck podcast. I am your host, Abby Heck, and I've missed you guys. It's been a couple weeks. I didn't realize how busy a girl can get until I dedicated myself to a podcast. But I think I did mention in the very first episode, and I will mention it now again, just in case y'all don't know, this is a hobby. I hit up the pod when I have time to hit up the pod. That does not mean that people in my day-to-day life are not like, when's the next episode? I need the next episode. And I appreciate the support. But girl, I don't know when the next episode is. I don't know what to talk about. Give me podcast topics and give me a free 4 hours because I need to procrastinate for a while before I actually get to it and then film it, and then I need to procrastinate a little while after. And yeah, I need to go on TikTok acting like TikTok is going to give me topics, and it's obviously not going to give me topics. So I just need the time. But that being said, I am back. Hi guys. I'm hoping to get a little bit more frequent if I can, because fun fact, I just had a surgery, my very first surgery ever. I had never gotten a surgery before this one. And I am currently all bandaged, and I have to sleep in a chair. That's what this is. It's a chair with a blanket on it. I have to sleep sitting up because of this procedure for 10 days, I think it is. I don't get to sleep in my bed, so my cat, you can see him, kinda, maybe. Wait. Okay, it's not that important. But you can see him. I want you to be able to see his head. Yeah, there he is. That's Bear. He's been getting my bed all to himself, and he's loving it. So I'm basically bedridden for 2 weeks. I can't work, I can't drive, I can't sleep in a bed, I can't really do much of anything. So instead of resting, I was telling myself I need to film a pod. I need to film a podcast for you guys, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We're going to talk about some drama. I am a little late. Okay, assume I'm a little late talking about the drama. What do you want me to do? I'm I have a job. I'm sorry. I wish this was my job, and one day when it is my job, because this is a phenomenal podcast and the bitches, y'all are going to love it so much, it'll get to be my job. Just saying. When that day comes around, I will upload more than once a month, but for now, this is what we've got going. I'm talking myself in circles. I'm also sick. I had a scratchy throat, and I thought it was because I experienced acid reflux for the first time. And apparently consistent acid reflux is called GERD, and I had heard Tana Mojo talk on the canceled podcast about how she had GERD, and I was like, what the fuck is GERD? And I never looked it up for whatever reason. I was just like, okay, girl. GERD girl, you live your life, whatever. Go girl. I can't even say it. That's such a weird word. GERD is the word. But I experienced it. I experienced the craziest acid reflux because I went to the fair. I went to the Mid-State Fair, and before I went, I got Wingstop. And then while I was there, I'm too old. The rides were giving me a headache. I don't know if it was the Wingstop mixed with everything or whatever the fuck, but the rides were making me sick. It was making my head hurt. I just didn't feel good. So me and my friend were like, fuck it, let's just go on a food tour in this bitch. We really didn't end up eating that much because fair food is so god awfully expensive, but we got a soft serve chocolate ice cream because that's my favorite. That is my favorite fucking dessert, chocolate froyo or a soft serve ice cream cone chocolate, bitch. I love that shit. And we got rainbow sprinkles on it, and then drank some water. It's so hard to stay hydrated at the fair. Why do I have to pay you $3 right now every time I want to drink a water bottle, and I'm sharing it? So I'm paying $3 for half a water, but it's fine, I guess. And then after that, we got a Dole Whip, and then after that, and that ice cream melted so fast. Don't be stupid and fucking get it in a cup. Oh. Bear just woke up, so He's gonna take a little bath and go back to bed. Anyways, what else did we get? I swear we had more than just ice cream and water. A corn dog and a funnel cake. I didn't even eat the funnel cake though, and I didn't even finish the corn dog. But so it was just a series of unfortunate events. I ate all that, and then I was tired from the fair, said hi to my friend. And before any of you claim it was alcohol, it was not alcohol. I am not that girl. I did not drink at the fair. I didn't want to get sick. I am too terrified of heat exhaustion. My family very easily gets heat sick. Especially me. I'm god awfully pale, like spray tan covering it or not. I am just about as white as it fucking gets. When I got my surgery, they were taping shit to me, and they woke me up and they were like, we kind of tore your spray tan off a little bit with our stickers, and I was like, oh, it's whatever. But I looked down at my leg and I was reminded that I'm the fucking same color as the moon, and so drinking somewhere where it's going to be hot outside or even remotely warm is a no-go for me, because I like just getting heat exhaustion and heat sickness sounds absolutely fucking miserable and terrible, and that's exactly how you do it. Maybe I'm a little too cautious, but yeah, I just didn't do that. So I go to bed and I wake up coughing and my throat like burns so bad, and my chest hurts, and I thought I was having an allergic reaction. I thought I was dying. I thought I threw up in my sleep on the bed, and I was like choking on it. I was so scared, so I just immediately started chugging water, and I'm like, what is happening? And I go to the bathroom and I'm like, what the fuck? And I wake up a little bit and I'm like, Google what's going on, because you might be having an allergic reaction to something that was like in something at the fair or something like that. And so I Google it, and it's like, girl, you have acid reflux, this is GERD. And I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, Tana Mojo gave me GERD by association is what I'm hearing, because I'd never heard of that in my fucking life, and now I'm gonna experience it for the first time after just like, I'm gonna hear the word GERD for the first time, and then I'm gonna experience it. Technically, I wasn't experiencing GERD, because that's like an actual thing you have to have and like, I think, be diagnosed with or whatever, not just having it once. But you know what the fuck I mean. That's so crazy to me. Like, I just can't believe that. Speaking of the canceled podcast, this is the drama I wanted to talk about. I think you guys probably know what I'm gonna say, and it is the Cody Ko situation. I'm just like so incredibly disappointed. Also, the fan is going. I just had fucking surgery, so I'm not changing shit for you guys. The lighting's bad, the audio's probably bad, the room's a fucking mess. My hair looks really bad. I barely got makeup on today. I'm not apologizing to you guys for shit. I literally was under the knife like 3 days ago. You can't say shit to me, okay? My sweet little cat is in the background for your viewing pleasure. I'm here. I'm hilarious. I'm sick as well. Did I forget to mention that? Aside from the GERD, I'm also sick, so I'm taking antibiotics as well. I'm not really taking the pain medicine anymore. My pain is like so small. I don't take the pain medicine anymore, but I was taking pain medicine, which is like an opioid, which is like really scary. I like gotta think about how to dispose of that, because, you know, I'm not trying to get into the trenches or anything, but I'm sick as well. So if you hear that in my voice, it's because literally the day before surgery, that's why I was talking about the GERD, because I thought the GERD was what was making my throat hurt. Turns out I was getting sick, but I just didn't mention it. Thank God I didn't die. I probably could have died from like germ transfer or whatever, but I didn't say anything, and my head hurt too, but I was like, that could be genuinely anything, so I'm just not gonna mention it. And then they were like, all right, let's go ahead with the surgery, and then I like got the sniffles and a cough, and like I am sick on top of recovering from this surgery. It's a mess. Okay, anyways, Cody Ko. I am incredibly fucking disappointed with this whole situation, and I'll be honest, me personally, I found out about the Cody Ko thing a long time ago, but a long time ago for me was like, let's say 5 years ago. I was 14, and I can't speak for everyone, but at least when I was 14, I didn't understand the craziness of a 17-year-old being with a 25-year-old, because to me, that was like, and I was newly 14, so like we could say 13 even. Those are high schoolers, those are grown-ups. I didn't know how old you were when you graduated college. I knew the age of consent, but I don't think I really thought about it, because what I saw was like this old teenage girl and this older girl and this older boy hooking up with each other, and it was like, whoa, you know, that's crazy that they like know each other. Is that what it's like being grown up? I'm so scared to grow up. That's what went through my brain. And now having it resurface while I am 19 years old, and I don't watch Cody too much anymore. I stopped watching him before this came out. Not long before. I don't want to sit on my high horse and be like, well, I knew Cody was bad. Because I didn't. I enjoyed his content probably up until like a little over a year ago. I was still watching him, but he just stopped being funny, and his content became very repetitive and cheap. Like, he was just another reaction channel rather than commentary. Like, for example, really incredible commentary YouTubers that like really sit down and write their videos, Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor, their content doesn't seem so repetitive, and I think putting it on your second channel doesn't always necessarily make up for the fact that you just aren't putting in the effort you should be putting in. To be doing YouTube as a job is so incredibly lucky. You know, like, of course it is in part because you are funny, but it's also in part an insane amount of luck, because there are so many funny, talented people that just never get discovered. So for you to have been discovered not only on Vine, but to then also have success on YouTube just to become a reaction channel is a little outrageous. Like, just, it seemed like his content was veering towards quantity over quality, or maybe he was running out of ideas, and so he just kept reacting to the same stuff over and over and over again, and it was the same video over and over and over again. And there was always the joke of, oh, it's just something to watch while you're at lunch. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. I was always more of a fan of the podcast too, in that regard. I'm just a podcast person, that's why I fucking have one. But even now, it's like, I was watching Cody when I was 10 years old, and I was watching him on Vine, and now I am 19, and it just makes you think, had you met a fan and not been with Kelsey, had you met a fan pre-Kelsey, pre-marriage, pre-baby, and they were 17, would you have taken advantage of them too? Who's to say Tana was the only one? Because clearly you are severely lacking morals from the way that you say slurs and the way that you have no issue hooking up with a 17-year-old when you're 25. Because I'm not 13 anymore, and now that I'm 19, I can't imagine myself getting with someone 17 years old. That's not even a crazy age gap, but me at 19, having graduated and being in college now, I can't imagine being in a relationship with someone that is still in high school, someone that still like goes to their football game every Friday, someone that still, you know, has a prom that they need to invite you to. Like, what? And I understand Tana had dropped out, but that didn't take away from the fact that she was a teenager. Going back and watching Tana's videos, which I had been doing, again, weirdly, before any of this came back out and resurfaced, and I was like, oh yeah, I totally, you know, I remember that coming out and me thinking it was normal, and it's not fucking normal at all. Just, dang it, I lost my train of thought. Let me drink some water. I had been watching Tana's old videos, and it is so insanely clear as day, that Tana Mojo is a 17-year-old girl. She acts like a 17-year-old girl. She thinks she knows everything like a 17-year-old girl. her mannerisms, what she's talking about, she is so clearly 17. And the fact that she had to come on the internet and say, yeah, it didn't really affect me because I had been through so much worse, is insane and heartbreaking. That she feels that way, and it's just so disgusting to think that he had an audience of young girls standing behind him and backing him, viewing him as this golden boy that, you know, he loves his wife, he loves his baby. It's exactly like the Try Guys. It's exactly when when Ned Fulmer came out and cheated on his wife that he loves so much. Cody Ko comes out and is this shitty guy that like says slurs and fucks children. What the hell? Like, if you want to watch a really good, I guess, like, video essay on the whole thing, go watch the D'Angelo Wallace video. This isn't necessarily my, like, smart, thought out, written out commentary. I'm just talking about it from the perspective of a fan that's pissed off and a little bit, you know, just very disgusted, a little bit sad, because I have been watching this guy for fucking years. I went to one of his comedy shows when I was a freshman in high school, and I adore Noel, and he has done collabs with some of my favorite people that everyone's coming after now, because his silence is absolutely ruining shit for everyone that he is involved with. Like, Brittany Broski had to make a statement, which I was not necessarily very happy with, but I mean, I cut her a little bit of slack because I can't imagine how hard it must be. She was just a fan. She was just a fan like the rest of us are that are all here fucking maybe not so surprised, but certainly upset that someone that we admired and watched their videos, and she got to become friends with him, and it was like this dynamic duo, and then it comes out that he's a piece of shit. You don't want to have to admit that to yourself. And it's also a little bit embarrassing, I would think, as Brittany, to be like, oh my god, how could I not see? How was I blind to the fact that this guy was so disgusting? How did I fall for his undercover frat boy facade that he puts on? How did I fall for that? You don't want to believe it. It makes you feel stupid. It makes you feel humiliated and disgusted that you were surrounded by this person, and part of you just wants to hope to God that it's a big misunderstanding, and it's not. That being said, her response, I wasn't super happy with it, which broke my heart again, because I love her videos, love her podcast, love her videos. I think she is fucking hilarious. But also, the internet kind of has this pattern of, oh, if the man won't speak out, let's go after literally anyone fucking else. Because you're mad and you want to take your anger out on someone, and you want to get a response to your anger, because it's like you're yelling at a brick wall. Cody's not going to say anything. I think I know almost for a fact that Cody Ko is not going to say anything. That's what everyone's saying. When's he going to apologize? When's he going to come out? I don't think he will. Because time and time again, we see influencers get canceled, go silent, and then come right back with a brand new audience. From small creators like that Marsha P. Johnson guy on TikTok that everyone makes fun of, Film Cooper. He has an audience on YouTube that has no idea he fucking did that. Cody Ko is going to go radio silent, maybe for a couple years even, and then he's going to come back. Some people are going to talk about it, and he's going to have an audience that doesn't give a fuck. An audience of his yes men, his frat boys, his young girls that don't understand his whatever. And he's going to be right there. You know, it is incredibly difficult to make sure that that does not happen. Even Shane Dawson and all the bullshit that Shane Dawson went through, he came back to YouTube and he has an audience. James Charles has come back to YouTube and he has an audience. Colleen Ballinger still has an audience. Any internet person that you have tried to cancel will always have an opportunity to come back and be just fine. Even Alex Elmsley, we talked about him in the last episode. I do not doubt that he will be able to, in a couple years, come right back and start right up gain a brand new audience of people that like what he does. And it's going to be incredibly difficult to gain the traction again, to tell that new audience this person is a shitty person, because part of that audience isn't new people. It's people that stayed and waited because they have shitty morals as well, and they don't give two shits if their fave also has shitty morals like they do, you know? Like, there are people that don't care that Alex abused his girlfriend, or that Shane is racist, or that Colleen Ballinger is just an overall bad person. You know, people just don't care. So I think it's sadly going to be the same thing with Cody Ko, even though he has committed a serious crime. To get with a 17-year-old when you're 25 is absolutely fucking disgusting, and it is against the law. And not to get all political, but go back to fucking Canada, because we certainly don't want you here. And I've heard that's a big reason of why he's not going to say anything, and I highly believe that he's going to take his fucking citizenship test, he's going to get here, then maybe he'll apologize. It's fucking ridiculous. And, you know, I can certainly say I don't want him here. I don't want him anywhere, you know? He needs to be, like, secluded away in the woods with just himself, honestly. Like, if he can't be in jail, he needs to be hidden away, because whether he has a wife and a family or not, people change, but come the fuck on, dude. You still seem to not be able to apologize, like you weren't able to apologize for saying slurs except for on your Patreon, which is a whole nother fucked up thing. You apologized behind a paywall, you piece of shit. What made you think that was a good idea? He clearly doesn't have a PR team or a brain to, like, realize that that is bullshit, and that this is bullshit, and the way he's handling it is so beyond frustrating. I think it's terrible. As someone that was a fan of Cody Ko, I am upset and disgusted and disappointed, and I am certainly no longer a fan and don't plan on being one of those fans that's going to stick around through his silence, because I think his silence is an admittance of guilt, if I'm completely honest. I mean, I don't think there's any question that he did it. People that are questioning whether or not he did it simply because Tana Mojo is the one that accused him of it, I think it's ridiculous. You know, I don't appreciate that it's always believe the victim until the victim is someone that you don't like. Sometimes you just gotta bite the fucking bullet, because, you know, I of course don't relate to that, because I have been watching Tana for a long time and I really enjoy her content, but there are people who don't, and even then it's like, stand up, you know, whether it be because you're a girl or because you are just a decent fucking human. A girl has come out about someone who took advantage of her when she was young, and you're gonna sit here and, like, and also to argue that it's for clout is bullshit. She has, like, the number 5 podcast on the lineup right now, and that was before this whole situation, so she didn't necessarily need the clout. They had plenty of clout as is. They were doing far better than all of Cody's shitty videos that no one was watching because they were repetitive and ridiculous, you know. I think if anyone needed the clout from this, it was Cody, but he's not gonna get clout, at least nothing positive. So I'll end that off by saying, please go watch the D'Angelo Wallace video if you want to see, like, a more thought out, written out, less opinionated take on the whole thing. But that's just my opinionated take overall. I really yapped on that, but, like, fuck, dude, what a disgusting guy. I have my little notes right here, my little kitten notebook. So cute. I wanted to talk to you guys about my hair again, because I always bring up my hair. I just want to talk about it a little bit, because I don't want to, like, make myself feel bad or anything. I feel like it looks so fucking bad. I feel like it looks so stupid. It is at such an awkward length. I am growing out an undercut, if you can see that. I have to show you guys. I got an undercut a year ago, and it has grown that much, so I can't put my fucking hair up. I can't use, like, a claw clip without it falling out. My hair's too short to braid, and I was, like, having a masculine or feminine crisis, and I was like, I'm gonna get a masculine haircut, it's gonna make me like myself. It fucking didn't. It makes my head look weird, because I was like, get me as close as, like, one of those cute girly Miley Cyrus mullets as you can without giving me a full-on Joe Dirt ass mullet. And she was like, okay bitch, period. And she had a little dog. She had a dog. Have you ever had a haircut with a person that has a small little, like, Yorkshire Terrier that sits on you the whole time, and you don't want to seem like the dog hating piece of shit that doesn't want the dog on you, so you let the dog sit on you, but like you didn't walk into this salon expecting to have an experience where a dog was going to be sitting on you, so now you're just unprepared and having to pretend like you like this dog and you don't like this dog. You're a cat person, and it's not even like when you're like a big dog person and there's now a small dog on your lap and you didn't sign up for that. You just wanted a haircut, and now you're getting your haircut with a fucking dog on you. You're getting your hair washed with a fucking dog on you, and then you walk out with this haircut and you look 10 times older than you did when you walked in, and you don't know what the fuck happened, but you can't be mad at her because like it wasn't her fault. She pretty much did what you asked her to, and you didn't. I mean, you kind of had reference photos, and this does not look like the reference photos, but this is what you walked out with, and now this is stuck forever. Now if you try to braid your hair, none of the top of it fucking fits in the braid, and the braid is literally the size of a pencil, and you just look like stupid. Not to mention, you went to go get your hair dyed and you asked for her to go to get you to be blonde, and instead of telling you straight up from the jump that you weren't going to be able to get your whole head blonde because your hair is too dead, because you went in this phase, you've always been in this phase where it's just hair and you can cut it and it'll grow back, but you're trying to grow it out, so you need to stop doing that. So you let your friend that has never touched hair in his entire fucking life bleach your hair, and he absolutely damaged it. It wasn't his fault, but it was no one's fault, but it was still a mess, and now your hair is fried and feels like hay that is too fucking fried to even give to a barn animal. So instead of telling you that your hair is too dead to bleach again and get blonde because you fucking dyed it brown after that, an attempt to save how shitty and yellow bleached death it looked, and instead of telling you that you're not going to get your desired color, she just gives you highlights and makes you look like a fucking 70-year-old grandmother. She gives you grandmother highlights, and you just are like, oh my god, I literally told you though, like I mentioned, this is exactly what I didn't want. Grandmother highlights make me look older than I am, and I hate looking older than I am. I hate it. I like to look my age. I wear my sunscreen for a fucking reason, girl. What is this? And then so you ask, can we please go blonder? And she's like, yes, but you're gonna have to pay me again. So not only did you have to pay once, but you now have to pay again, which you cannot afford. You can only afford the first time, but now you are in debt to her for the second time, when you are literally just going a second time to try and get what you asked for. But when you finally bring it up, she tells you while she's already in motion that you're not gonna get what you want. So now you are stuck with this, and you are dissatisfied, and I feel fucking ugly all the time because I have 70-year-old grandmother highlights, and I am 19 years old, and my hair is too short, and I want extensions, and I just want to be blonde, and I just want to be cute and flirty and sexy and fun, and I'm just fucking, I look old and stupid and dumb. And I'm trying to get better with self-confidence, but oh my god, like, girls, boys, everyone fucking knows how important hair can be to the way you feel about yourself. If you have a bad hair day, it can fuck up your entire rest of your day, you know? Like, hair for a lot of people is just a big thing. Like, if your hair looks bad, everything else looks bad, and that's how I feel, and that's how I felt for a very long time. I have not been happy with my hair in probably about a year, and I don't know what to do about it. I mean, the only answer really is to be patient. I just have to wait for it to grow out, and or get extensions, which are gonna be so god-awfully expensive. And I have such thick hair, so if I get extensions, it might be far too heavy, and I'll decide again that I hate them, because I've actually had extensions before when I was 15 years old, and I got tape-ins, which are god-awful. Please don't get tape-in extensions. Get any other option. I just know from having tape-ins that any other option would be better, but I just don't know what to do at this point. Yeah, I'm just bummed. I'm not good at styling my hair, and if I was trying to style my hair, it's, like I said, really annoying because of this fucking undercut situation that I cursed myself with when I thought I was Lena Mantler, and I'm not. I don't have the face shape and the sharp jaw to be Lena Mantler. I don't know what my fucking face shape is, but it's not good like that. You know, I got short hair when I have like a long hair face or whatever, which is also like, I hate the internet, because why did the internet tell me that that's a thing? Like, now why do I have to know that I look like shit? I don't know. I'm trying to be confident, okay? You love yourself. Everyone loves themselves. I still love myself. I don't like hate myself or think I'm like a toad, like a little shit toad or anything. I'm just like not 100% stoked with the way that I'm looking these days, and I just don't know how to fix it. And my brain is like, dye it brown again, dye it brown again. But it just fades so quickly. I love the dark brown look, but I also love the like summer blonde moment. But I hate this little in-between thing that I've got going. So I don't know. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything, you know? Y'all, I eat fast food so much, it's like draining my bank account. I love this cup. I want one that's this color, the color of my jacket. I want one really bad. I never thought I would be a water bottle collecting ass bitch until I got my first Stanley Cup, and I was like, wow. These are life-changing. Because my Hydro Flask doesn't fit in the cup holder of my car. You know what does? Her. She does. And she comes in so many cute colors. She's got like a little functional handle. And I have my keys on a carabiner, so when I go to work, I can just put my keys on there, and then I've got my water, my keys. That's really all I bring to work. Just set it down. You know, don't have to put my shit in a locker or anything. I want so many. I want a pastel yellow one. I want a blue one like this, and I want the baby pink one as well. And I have a dark green one. And I still use my Hydro. You can literally see it back there. I have a white Hydro. But I just want a million of these, and I love water, and I just want to fill them all up with ice water and then just constantly have them in the rotation. Like, I don't even want to switch them out to like match my outfits or anything. I just want to constantly have like 6 on my nightstand. You know what I mean? Like, that just sounds incredible. One day when I'm rich and wealthy, or like if I win the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs, and I would just have constant rotation of ice water and like soft ice, that good soft crunchy ice. Yes. And I'm not talking Chick-fil-A ice, like I am, but I'm also not. There's that like specific soft ice maker on TikTok that I keep seeing everywhere, and I'm kind of intrigued by that, but I've never tried it. So like I said, maybe if I won the lottery, like that would be a sign that I won the lottery. You'd see me having a like TikTok shop ice maker. I bought myself new jeans, which I shouldn't have done. 2 of my best friends' birthdays are coming up, and I did buy them gifts, but instead of using that money I used to buy myself jeans and like fucking Taco Bell, I should have been buying them presents, but I didn't. I bought myself a new pair of jeans. But I'm moving, and like I just got this surgery, and I just want to feel pretty. I'm having this hair crisis. Like, can a bitch get a pair of fucking jeans? They were on sale, okay? Leave me be. I got my best friend, dude, she's probably gonna watch this. Hey, I got you the clutchest birthday gift, and it was only the first one. There's still gonna be more in the making. Like, my next paycheck, I'm gonna get you more stuff, obviously, because it's your big 20th birthday, and I love you to fucking death. Love you more than anything ever, anyone. I owe my fucking life to you. I love you so much. But the first thing I got you was so good, and you're gonna be so excited. And usually we play the game when we buy each other gifts, and we're like, I hope you like it. Like, oh, I don't know, I hope you like it. And we're like, I like anything because it's from you, and I love you. And so even if you got me like a piece of shit, like a piece of dog shit, I love it because it's your piece of dog shit. A piece of shit from your dog, and I love you, and I love your dog, and like I could never be. My tongue looks white. I brush my teeth. Fuck you. That being said, I'm not playing that fucking game because I know you're gonna like it, and I know you're gonna be so fucking stoked about it, and I'm so stoked about it, and now I am just counting down the days till September 12th. That being said, I need to request your birthday off. I don't remember if I did that or not, but I need to request your birthday off work. I'm talking like we're FaceTiming. I'm sorry. Just text me, girl. Text me when you see this. We can talk about what. It's pretty far away. We don't really need to plan your birthday now, but you know, we could. Sorry, guys. clearly I'm very excited for her birthday because I got her the best gift in the fucking world. Not the best gift in the world, but I got her a really, really good gift. And I don't mean to get her hopes super up, but it's just something she's been wanting. And I feel very proud of myself for being able to save up and to give her this good birthday, because I was really worried I wasn't going to be able to give her the birthday she deserved for how incredible she is, because I'm so broke and struggling college student and things. But then turned out that everything is actually gonna be okay, and I work really fucking hard, actually, fun fact, work really fucking hard to, you know, provide the gifts. And as for my other friend, I also got him some gifts, but I feel like it's so much harder to shop for guys, and I'm not doing the world's best job, but we're gonna try and clutch up for that too as well. So we'll see. But for my bestie bitch, I got you fucking covered. Don't even worry. Don't go buying yourself shit. Okay, let me stop. I want to talk. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking you guys. I went to this concert. If you guys don't know the band Hey Nothing, there's a comma, Hey, comma, Nothing. It is a band that I discovered on TikTok, and I know people have their gripes with TikTok bands, but these guys are absolutely incredible. Two members, Tyler and Harlow, they are incredible. I went to their concert with my friend Gracie. We went and we drove to LA. They were playing at, what's the venue called? The Moroccan Lounge. They were playing at the Moroccan Lounge, which is a pretty small, intimate venue. There's like no seating room. It's all standing, and it's just so like intimate and small. And so it's like 200 capacity or something, and we all fit in there. And me and Gracie ended up somehow throughout the show scooching ourselves all the way to the front after the opener had stopped playing. The opener, by the way, was Truman Sinclair, who is in the band Frat Mouse, and I've been listening to Frat Mouse since I was in 7th grade. I didn't fucking know that Truman was a part of Frat Mouse, or I would have said something. I didn't find out until I looked on his Instagram, and I was like, oh my god, this guy is fucking Frat Mouse. And I was so embarrassed because I was far cooler than he fucking probably thought I was in my little tube top that I wore. But like, fuck you if you're judging me because I'm wearing a tube top and you think I'm not cool in Midwest emo because I have a tube top on, then like, you're a dumb idiot, okay? And also, you're not even from the mid fucking West, are you? You're in LA. You're in LA, aren't you, Truman? Aren't you, Frat Mouse? You're not even Midwest. You can claim Midwest emo, but you're not from the Midwest. You are from California. You are from Central Coast. Not even the fucking Central Coast, bitch. You are from SoCal. Pretentious ass SoCal ass bitch. I'm getting mad over nothing. He was very, very nice. Shout out Truman. Thanks for DMing me after the show about Frat Mouse. You're great. I love your music. I'm sorry. Anyways. Truman opened with his own solo stuff. It was not Frat Mouse opening, but Truman did open, and he was incredible. But during his entire performance, I was busy paying $26 for some of the worst food I've ever eaten. Don't buy food in LA. Fucking Christ, dude. It's so insanely overpriced, and it's always shit. Like, just go to Chick-fil-A. Just go to McDonald's. Go to Ye Old Faithful, because at least you know what you're getting. At least you know what you're getting. And before you come at me for eating Chick-fil-A, I'm allowed to eat Chick-fil-A because I'm gay. Eating Chick-fil-A if you're straight is problematic. I can eat Chick-fil-A because I'm gay, and it cancels it out. Okay? You're straight, go to Cane's. I don't give a fuck. I love Chick-fil-A. I forgot Chick-fil-A was literally even problematic. Like, I don't even want to fucking talk about that. Is that even a thing anymore? Did they stop being problematic? I don't know. I stopped hearing about it. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Hey Nothing comes out, and me and Gracie get to the front. But some people also happen to get to the front that I honestly wish didn't make it to the front, because here's what the fuck happened. There is a lesbian couple, and there was a feminine one and a masculine one, and the feminine one had actually said some words to me and Gracie while we were in the lobby area during Truman's performance, waiting for our food. Her girlfriend, or wife, did she say wife? She actually might have said wife. In which case, this would make it 10 times worse, what I'm about to tell you. I believe she said wife, so I'm gonna say wife, but don't necessarily quote me on that. Because yeah, anyways. She walks up to me and Gracie, because we're sitting on this little bench. If you know the Moroccan Lounge, you essentially walk in, and there's a little corridor where there's a booth for merch, a place, like a kitchen where people can sell food, and then a little door archway. And then you're walking and you're facing this way. Over here is going to be a bar. Over here is going to be like booths, tables, and a little wall. And this wall has a mirror and then a bench. And then the bathrooms are going to be over there. And we're sitting on the bench under the wall with the mirror, just waiting for the food to be called out. Or maybe I had already gotten my food at this point. Sorry. That's like, I'm not being the world's best storyteller right now. Oh my god, get out of here. But yeah, I'd already gotten my food. I remember, because I waited for my food over there, because like they wouldn't call your name, they would just call what you got, and it was a menu with like 6 items on it, so I wasn't about to wait longer because someone took my fucking food. So I sat there and I waited, and I got my food. I go back. Gracie had sat on the bench, so we had somewhere to sit and eat. So we sit there and we eat, and the food was not that good. I'm not gonna lie. We got mac and cheese and some tacos. The mac and cheese was like all grease, and the tacos were just not my favorite, and they were like this big. So that was awesome, but I'm not here to complain about that. The lesbian then walks up, and she is hammered, and she's like, "You guys know what it's like when your wife like downs her fucking drink and you're supposed to drink your drinks together?" And we were like, because what the fuck? You're drunk and you're old. I don't want to talk to you. Let me enjoy my concert. Walk the fuck away. So we just like ignore her, like give a little sympathy, little courtesy giggle, if you will. And she walked away, and no, she didn't even walk away. She like walked 2 steps to the side and then stood there because she's waiting for her wife, who went pee. And I think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. Her wife was bigger than her, so she could clearly put away a drink and be fine. Whereas this other girl clearly just, I don't know. It felt like we had just got in the venue. The opener was barely playing, was not even done. And this girl is clearly fucking hammered as shit. And she's not a fun drunk. She's getting pissed at her wife. She's being so rude, so hostile, and it's just outrageous. And it was freaking me and Gracie out, but we're like, okay, whatever, like, we're just gonna eat our food. We're not gonna talk to you. We don't need to talk to you. Go away. And then Hey Nothing comes out. And Gracie and I found ourselves in the front. And in the front were these 2 lesbians over here to our right, and right in front of us was a daughter and her dad. This dad did not know concert etiquette. It was like hurting my heart. If you guys know, you know that like when you see an old person embarrassing, not an old person, but like an older person embarrassing themselves, but they just think they're having fun, and they like aren't necessarily picking up on the social cues. They don't know that like it's an unwritten rule to not yell out too many times at a concert. Like, all of these people are here for the music. Like, don't try and have a conversation necessarily with the artist while they're up there. Does that make sense? Like, they were just this dad. He's very tall. We could hear him talking. He was also flirting with some mom that had pulled up, which was crazy. I felt so bad for the daughter, because I knew it was just him, and like, don't ask how I knew. I just knew. Okay, some things you just know. Context clues. And what is my fucking hair doing? Oh my god. Okay, sorry, that was pissing me off. Anyways, there was a lot happening with this dad, but what he's doing is I don't want to call it heckling, but it was close to heckling. Just between every moment of silence, every song, every time they'd try and make a joke, he was like trying to riff, and it just wasn't working. And this lesbian girl speaks up and is like, shut the fuck up. Because he was also this wasn't an issue to anyone else except for the girlfriend. He was having friendly conversation with the drunken lesbian's completely fine wife. And as the show goes on, he's riffing, he's kind of heckling, but the music is still playing. He's not being god-awfully obnoxious. I just feel bad for the guy. I'm like, he's embarrassing himself. His poor daughter probably doesn't want to be rude and be like, Dad, please stop talking. Like, she doesn't want to have to sit here and explain 2024 concert etiquette to her dad. She's a little girl. She probably couldn't drive and, like, needed her dad to go with her. And she's probably just grateful to be there because, hey, nothing, I'll get to this, but is it fucking incredible band. They're so talented. I love their music. It's incredible, but she probably didn't want to tell her dad to shut the fuck up. And this lesbian is like, shut the fuck up. And so the dad gets offended and he walks out, tells the daughter he's leaving. Lesbian over here then, and the dad tried to get the lesbian's wife to go with him. And so that causes the little drunken crazy gnome lesbian to be like, she's freaking the fuck out, being so fucking annoying. And Gracie and I are just trying to, like, step back and, like, not make eye contact and not look because we don't want to be involved. She's drunk. She's making a fucking fool of herself. I wish the Moroccan Lounge had some fucking staff that could have kicked her out or something because she was being unruly and, like, a little bit outrageous. It got to the point where these lesbians were loudly arguing with each other over the music. If it gets to the point where you are arguing over the performer, you need to get the fuck out. And then the gnome one starts running amok. She's running away from her wife. Starts running. Like, literally, this girl ran away and hid while she's, like, crying, drink still in hand, like, biker shorts on. She was making a damn fool of herself. Wife lesbian leaves. Dad leaves. Dad comes back quiet, which was nice. But it was just so much drama. And when I tell you, through some of the best songs that they were singing, some of the best songs, we sadly had to listen to this fucking lesbian couple argue. And it was ridiculous. I hope to never have to experience that again. And I didn't understand. I was like, this is your wife? Then show ends. It's great. I can't stress enough how incredible that band is. They're so talented. So good at what they do. Please just go on Spotify, go on Apple Music, go on whatever the fuck you listen to. Go on TikTok and listen to Hey Nothing. Me and Gracie got to scream Flora, and I made eye contact with Tyler, and I think him and I kind of, like, had a moment, multiple moments. He's in love with me, but that's okay. We don't have to talk about that because it's personal, you know, like, that's between me and him. But the show ends, and everyone's kind of leaving, buying merch, waiting around, being like, oh, what a good show. And down at the booths, I spot the lesbians yelling at each other. And as much as I would have loved to mind my own business, they made their business mine when they were screaming over my concert, so I went to go eavesdrop on them. And the wife, who was not drunk, was like, you stink, your booty stinks, you are gross, take a fucking shower, you smell, and that's all I heard. That's all I got to hear, was her berating her drunken idiot gnome-ass girlfriend or wife for smelling like shit. So that was my Moroccan Lounge experience. I would love to go back and have a more tame one. Let me know if you guys have ever been to the Moroccan Lounge and if that's just the way the cookie crumbles, maybe. But yeah. The last thing I kind of want to talk about, I haven't done this episode in 2 parts, which I'm very impressed by. I want to talk about how Biden dropped out of the freaking presidential race. I know no one is coming to this podcast for my political opinions by any means, but I just want to talk about it a little bit because I don't really have political opinions in the first place. I mean, I kind of expected it because, like, everyone, at least around me, everyone was talking about it, being like, I think Biden's gonna drop out. And I was like, okay. I this is my first year voting, and I keep forgetting that I'm allowed to vote because I'm like, oh, I really need to be paying attention to what's going on because it's my turn to lock in and like make the decision. I randomly thought, because the internet was telling me Michelle Obama was gonna be the next in command for whatever reason. It's not. It's Kamala. I actually don't think I want to talk about this. I don't know anything about it. Project Coconut, I think that's pretty funny. I just think Kamala Harris is like a pretty silly gal, and having a female president would be cool, especially a liberal female president. Just because, yeah. I'm simply no Republican, I know that much. But anyways, I actually don't want to talk about that because who wants to fucking talk about politics right now? Not me. I'm kind of hungry, but like I'm not. This surgery like is making me not feel hunger. Does that make sense? Like I just always kind of want food, but I'm not like, oh, my tummy's growling, like I'm hungry. I just feel like I'm not experiencing hunger like I was before this surgery. And I'm not saying they like touched my fucking hunger gland or something. I'm just saying it's probably the antibiotics I'm on or something. Hunger gland. That was really smart of me to say. I wanted Bear to come over here and join us, but he's really sleeping over there. I wish DoorDash wasn't so expensive because I want Taco Bell. I've like kind of perfected my Taco Bell order. Those $3 nachos that they've got going, bitch. I get them without the red sauce because I think that red sauce is actually nasty. No red sauce. No red sauce. I was gonna say light this, light that, but I don't even think Taco Bell really fucking does that, whether you put it on the app or not. Get the $3 nachos, no red. No red. Can I say anything other than no red? No red sauce. And the Fiesta potatoes. You're maybe gonna sense a theme. A nacho fry, not a large one, a regular nacho fry with 2 cheeses. And if you're lucky, the cheeses won't be half fucking full because Taco Bell wants to skimp on their nacho cheese. I'm like, you probably have gallons on gallons of this plastic ass nacho cheese. Why are you skimping me on a side of it that I paid a fucking $1 for? May I add, in this economy, I have to pay $1. I have to pay $1 for this much mac and cheese in a cup. Go fuck yourself, Taco Bell. But am I gonna order from you anyways? Yeah, maybe I am. Okay, shut up. But anyways, nacho fry, extra nacho cheese, Fiesta potatoes, and the $3 nacho, no red sauce. And if you're feeling frisky, get the Cantina chicken burrito, extra avocado sauce. Avocado ranch. Not the like avocado green salsa they're fucking selling it with. That shit's unnecessary. And then if you want something crunchy, I recommend that Cantina chicken taco crunchy. Like it's like a grilled cheese taco. They like put it in the melty cheese. That's kind of good, but it kind of falls apart. I feel like you can't fail with a good Doritos Locos taco either. But I don't know. When I get a Doritos Locos taco, I honestly always just eat the shell. So, yeah. If you're craving something crunchy, you can also get like cinnamon twists. I haven't gotten a cinnamon twist in forever. You also have to get a Baja Blast Freeze. If you're going to Taco Bell and you're not getting a Baja Blast Freeze, what the fuck are you even doing there? What are you getting? And I've never tried any other freeze because I don't need to. I don't give a fuck about the sunset blueberry, wipe my ass, dragon fruit, fucking whatever. Just give me the Baja Blast. Give me that Mountain Dew, fucking toxic waste, biohazardous, green slushy, and send me on my way. If it's not fluorescent at Taco Bell, I don't want it. I want the neon orange cheese and the biohazardous Mountain Dew freeze. And I want everyone to shut up about how good or bad it is for me. It feels good. And I am not weak. So I personally don't shit myself after I eat Taco Bell. Personally. Everything's normal. I don't experience like craziness. If you're still shitting your brains out when you eat spicy food, you need to lock in. You need to lock in. We aren't 9 years old anymore. Like, it's giving when you go to somewhere with chips and salsa and you don't scoop the salsa. You just, like, dip it in the fucking salsa juice. You're eating chip dipped in tomato-flavored lime juice. Get the fucking salsa. Be an adult and scoop that bitch. Get a Tostito scoop and, you know, get the whole nine. Get the onion, get the cilantro, get the works, you know. Grow up. Why did I think I was gonna talk about Biden? Don't ever expect me to speak about politics on this shit. Yeah, I talked about everything in my notes that I wanted to talk about. And we're at the closing minutes. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. And I'm, like I said, trying to be more consistent for y'all. My hair is driving me fucking up the wall. And I'm about to literally go shave my head. So if I'm bald in the next episode, you know why. It's because my hair is so fried and fucking annoying and useless. And like, oh my god, looks so stupid. But I love you guys. If you watched to this point, I appreciate you deeply. Sorry for the sick voice. I had a lot of passion in this episode. I have missed y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Good luck with your future endeavors. This is kind of a shorter episode. I don't know why I thought I was going to close it off for like 5 whole minutes. I probably could have talked about one more topic, but it's too late now. I don't want to. Because of this stupid fucking hair crisis. You can blame my hair, not my brain. Alright. Love you guys.